Good morning. My name is Leslie Williams, and today's date is June 23rd, 2012, and I'm making this video in San Diego, California. I'm a target of what is known as organized stalking, which is also known as gang stalking. Lately, I've just been calling it organized gang stalking. I'm here to tell you some information and to ask the public in general, and they can do this anonymously. I'm not asking the public to get involved in this in any way. I don't want the average citizen to get involved in what's happening towards me, because then they might start the initiation of the campaign towards them. And the reason why I make my blogs is to help people, not to put people in harm's way. First, I want to also mention that I am a member of the Southern California State Militia Group. I signed up for it online, and I want to make this statement flat out because of the simple fact of some PDF files that I've been getting from some fellow members concerning what they did to Charles Dyer. How the government, it appears the government set him up. And I do not own any firearm whatsoever, okay? And since I do not own one or have one and never have had one, I do not have one in any of my possessions. I do not have any firearm or weapon outside of a 3-inch pocket knife that I don't even carry with me anymore, because I'm being provoked intentionally through creative means along my routes as a result of being a target of organized stalking, because part of that expedition is to try and prove that you're either a threat to yourself or others, so they can then turn around and get syndicated. It's organized crime within the system, and they go after people on disability, which I am, and they also go after single women and many other types of racketeering schemes. And so what they do is try to they target people on disability, including veterans, and this makes me mad as hell. To be able to try and prove that a target is either a threat to themselves or others. Now, they've been working on me for almost a full year now since I've been back here in San Diego. I arrived in August 8, 2011. I've been assaulted twice, threatened over 30 times, and all the 911 calls that I have placed to 911 are missing from my phone except for the last 6, and 6 of them just recently appeared on my call records list. The point I'm trying to make is that they erased all of them except for the last 2, and then I just went and checked them 2 days ago, and now there's 6 back on it. So I don't know what they're up to. They're finagling something. But I've had to call 911 over 25 times at least since I've been here, in reference to people harassing me and threatening me along my routes, on top of already being brutally assaulted twice. You can go to YouTube and type in "learning disabled woman brutally assaulted on MTS bus," and then look in the comments feature to see that assault was literally predicted 11 days before it occurred, and 1.5 days after I went down to the San Diego District Attorney's office and told them I was a human trafficking target, and that there was an extreme likelihood the San Diego police were involved. And within that 11-day period of that prediction, I went down to the San Diego District Attorney's office 1.5 days before the assault occurred. And then I'm brutally assaulted on the very bus route I told them that I'd take. Now, on the same bus route on January 28, 2012, I caught 3 teenagers admitting they were put on the bus to harass me in ways that I was already describing online and in videos that they were harassing me way back and even in December. And I want to also make this fast statement as well. Yesterday, 3 days ago, I went down to the FBI in San Diego, and I asked to speak to an FBI agent, and they ended up making me wait over almost 30 full minutes before one came out. And 12 minutes before, including the 6 minutes of talking, about 6 minutes of talking to him, 12 minutes of the remaining part of the digital audio file, because it was being taped. Now, I want you to understand, but I want you to understand something. Me going to the FBI was a thought that literally came to my head on the bus route that I was on, because I went to Walmart, and Walmart is right next door to the FBI. So the actual taping was in a sidebar way, intentional but not intentional, because the audio file was already running. Now, when I went there to talk to them, the digital audio file was still running. And then 6 minutes before he came out, and then the 6 minutes of talking to him had been totally, the digital tape recorder was compromised to where it couldn't pick up anything at all. Now, the day it happened, the night it happened, and I discovered that the digital audio file was corrupted, I uploaded a little bit of that particular digital audio file to a video file. And then yesterday I went to, and then the day after I came down with a bad migraine, so I didn't go anywhere. And then yesterday, I went to UCSD and attempted to upload it. And not even 30 seconds after it was uploaded, I got a notice that somebody had attached a music file to that video file, and as a result, copyright infringement. I was notified about copyright infringement, and they shut it down to where it's not even viewable by me. Okay, now I have a feeling what they're going to do, because I checked into what that's all about at YouTube on the channel, and they said that if too many of these infringements are noticed, that my YouTube channel can be shut down, the one that's got almost 800 videos, even showing me camping next door 150 feet to the FBI building for 7 months, which was an accident as well. I got out here on August 8, 2011, one day later than scheduled arrival, and from August 11th to the 13th, I was hiking off a road that was right around the block, right around the corner from Walmart. Walmart's right next door to the FBI. And then I thought to myself, I was getting uncomfortable because it was too close to the road. But as a result of those 2 days of me, when I would get out of my tent, I would take my tent down and put it in a bush area that was behind where I was pitching the tent up at. And as a result of putting my belongings there, I noticed all the bushes and the hillside that was there. And so out of immediate concern, I decided to just move my campsite further down where the bushes were, which was on a hill, which ended up being right next door to the FBI building, and I didn't know it. Now, they did approach me, I believe it was in late September, for another reason, while I was on a sidewalk. And because I was bringing my bike up that I had parked up on top of the hill, and I was riding my bike home, and then bringing the bike down over the top of the hill and tying it up to a tree, and then coming out from the top of the hill every morning. And they saw me one morning, so they came up and approached me. Their security did. And I didn't mention anything about camping down there on a hill. They already knew it. And but I didn't say nothing, and they didn't say nothing about it. They just asked me why I was taking videos. I was taking videos because they were placing people along the sidewalks to gaslight me, which is a term that describes organized stalking tactics, as I was coming out of the hill, to make me nervous about being caught, in reference to me being in that area and coming out from my camping area, which was down the hill. Trust me, I know exactly what I'm talking about. They were fear-mongering, because this is how they operate, to make you worry about you getting caught camping, because the whole goal is to create destitution of a target, and then to try to say the target cannot take care of themselves. And these are the claims, in order to for them to be able to take legal custody of a target, by claiming a target cannot take care of themselves, or by claiming that a target is either a threat to themselves or others. Now, since a lot of videos have been put online about everything that's been happening to me, and undisputable proof is online concerning that I am being gang-stalked here again, because I was gang-stalked here for 37 days when I came out here in 2006. So their whole goal, they would have had a harder time proving I can't take care of myself, or that this crime is not happening to me. So lately, in the past month, they've been extremely provocative towards me, getting people to literally walk up to me and threatening to kick my ass, hoping that I would pull out my pocket knife. And when these are staged incidences, which means they also staged the witnesses to take a video picture of me reacting to the provocation. Then they called the police. That's why they're staged. And then the organized crime syndicated police arrive on the scene, hear the bullshit excuses that the witnesses give and that the perpetrator gives, and then I'm arrested, and then they file a police report that target is threatening people with knives. A legal pocket knife, okay? And I'm going to show you a picture of the ones that I got from Walmart, which I'm gang-stalked to Walmart every time I go there. It's a legal pocket knife. It looks longer than it is. It's only 3 inches long. So I stopped carrying them. So we're going to see, and today's date is June 23rd, 2012. So we're going to see, hang on. So we're going to see what kind of, if I'm assaulted again, or provoked again along my path and beat me up, because the whole goal is to wear me down physically, to wear me down psychologically, to wear me down mentally, and to continue to file falsified police reports. Yeah, concerning this crime. San Diego police will not file one police report after 9 requests that I'm a target of this crime. And why won't they do that? Even after an April 29th incident that happened on a bus, the very bus I was assaulted on, after I predicted that something might happen before I got on the bus, and a digital audio file. I get on the bus and am provoked and threatened, and so right after I was threatened, I lifted up my shirt where my knife was, and I said, "Look, if you attack me or something like that, you're not going to." And so I called the police, and they called the police. It was a staged incident that they worked together, even with the bus driver. Yeah, because MTS has been involved in this from the beginning. The video of me being assaulted on the MTS bus on October 10, 2011 was altered by MTS. And that's online as well. Copblock posted that on the internet, and so did a professor who is a professor in communications over at USD, who specializes in videos and images. When MTS sent me the first altered video, I posted it on the internet, and he found it and posted it on USD's newsletter, First Post. He also posted 2 other videos, one that they altered, one that I took of me talking at my campsite next door to the FBI. They altered it because I was describing how the video at MTS was altered. Another video that they altered was over at USD Library when I was being harassed by 2 gang stalkers. They seen me taking a video picture of them, so when I took the memory card out of the video camera to upload it to YouTube, they altered it. He's seen those 2 separate videos because they were altered in the same way, in reference to what type of electronic interference was being used to block out everything I was stating, okay, in both videos. And so he saw those and uploaded them to First Post. There's undeniable, undisputable proof that I'm a target of this crime in San Diego. And since the San Diego police were directly involved in 2006, which I have email files saved back from 2006 that show me describing that I was being stalked and harassed, and the type of methods that I was describing are organized stalking tactics. I didn't know about gang stalking back then, but the emails show me describing what was happening to me was gang stalking tactics. I come out here again, and now that I got proof that I'm a target of gang stalking, organized stalking, undeniable, undisputable proof, the 3 teenagers admitting they were put on a bus to harass me by a third party, a bus I was already on, them admitting it, me catching on digital audio file and uploading that to YouTube is undeniable, undisputable proof. Okay, which is in the same exact YouTube channel that I believe they're going to attempt to shut down. MTS Assault is the name of the channel. So what's the likelihood of them even knowing I came back here in August 2011 for the first time since 2006 unless I was stalked to here? It's a nationwide syndicate. Go to Google and type in a gang stalking tech, everything you need to know. It's a manifesto of a manager who directs the harassment of target experiences along the route. So their whole goal is to not file any police reports stating that I am a true bona fide target of organized stalking, because they don't want it on record that this crime is really happening to me, because they know I got the email files to prove that it was happening to me out here in 2006. And since they were directly involved in the scheme that compelled me to go back to Michigan, where I was gang stalked on a fever scale for almost 5 full years in between, they don't want it on record that I am a bona fide target of this crime. So what they're doing is allowing it, protecting it, and being directly involved in its continued expedition until it bears the fruit of the original motivation of why they targeted me to begin with. Syndicated probate attorney control, to take over my finances, to exploit my Medicare, and to exploit me sexually in a syndicated run group home that they are connected to. This is how they operate, and the reason why they pick targets like me. Now, in reference to me being a member of the militia, I signed up online. I do not own any firearm. I do not have a firearm in any of my possession as far as my personal belongings or my person. I do not carry a knife with me anymore either. Okay, I am not violent in any way, but I tell you right now, San Diegoans and fellow Americans, I am being subject to organized gang stalking at Old Town Trolley Station. Yeah, where they're hoping to produce these incidences and then use witnesses, yeah, to blame me on them. And MTS is still involved in this crime like you would not believe, including their security, bus drivers, yeah. And so if anything happens concerning me, about me, towards me, around me, or against me, along any of my routes, including provocations, assaults, incidences, harassments, intimidation, whether it's with witnesses or not, or whoever they use, including the business community, which is achieved through organized gang stalking community notifications tool, it will be the direct, literal, concerted effort of this organized stalking expedition that is happening towards me still in San Diego, California. The San Diego police are directly involved in this crime, and they've already attempted to use the California Highway Patrol. And the other day when I was coming from an area, the Sheriff's Department was sitting right there. Multi-jurisdictional cooperation. My name is Leslie Williams. I got to stop this digital video file. Understand this and be clear. Look in the look in the comments feature of this YouTube video for additional material concerning these statements.